this is a warning. This is a different type of video. I've been inspired to do this for quite some time of what my favorite wrestlers, what fragrances do I think they wear or would wear due to their character. So I'm not saying you can't watch this if you're not into nostalgic wrestling or just wrestling period, but I am warning you, this one is for the ones who can dig it. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
YouTube, what's going on, YouTube? What is going on, okay? It's your guy, one more time, Desert L. Hicks Jr., and I am indeed back with yet another fragrance video, okay? So, Smell Good family, hopefully you guys are doing great and fantastic. Hopefully positive energy and positive vibes are all around you guys, all right? And as I always say, if you're dealing with a tough time and everything around you right now is just not the best, I do hope that change is coming in a very fast and quick expedited fashion to you and those that are around you. All right, so today we got a different I have been asked to do this video, and honestly I have been thinking about doing it already, but I was surprised how many people asked me, because if you watch me for long enough, you know I have a huge sports background, all right, and I am a wrestling fan, all right. I still pay attention to it, but I grew up in it heavy, all right. So today's video is based on my top 5 wrestlers in my lifetime, just my 5, all right? There's so many of them out there, but these are my 5, and I have the fragrances that I think that they would wear, all right, or do wear. I mean, I don't know, all right? They're into smelling good. They could be wearing one of these, all right? So today, 5 fragrances that I think that my top 5 wrestlers of all time would wear. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Up first, we have this one of my favorite guys, man, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. All right, if you know about Shawn, he is very flamboyant, very confident, borderline or over the top cocky, but he was just very athletic, one of the best in the ring, man. He just brought a lot of life and a lot of oomph, all right, to the wrestling scene. All right, so what would I think Shawn would wear? It would have to be something in your face. It would have to be something undeniable. It would have to be something that, you know, you just know it's him if you smell the scent. And I got it, all right, from the house of Versace. All right, you guessed it. I think Shawn Michaels will be wearing Versace Eros, all right, Versace Eros. Very loud, very in your face, very playful, very energetic type of fragrance that I think this will be something that Shawn Michaels would wear. Definitely could see him traveling from city to city wearing a bunch of Versace Eros, maybe just a little bit too much, all right? So I think the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, I think he would douse himself in a little bit of Versace Eros, okay? Versace Eros for Shawn Michaels, all right? All right, up next, man, The Rock. All right, The Rock is one of my favorite guys. I, of course, followed The Rock closely, man, and just love the transformation of The Rock from the happy giddy kid to corporate rock to the people's champ to all those things, man. It's very, very dope. And if you know anything about The Rock in his wrestling days, very stylish, very fancy, very on point character, from his microphone skills to the clothes that he wore, even to his performance on the ring. He was just on point, but he wasn't gonna come half-stepping. And I think The Rock would take this very seriously with the fragrance that he would wear. I think The Rock would have worn a little bit of this, the highest level of Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel, the parfum, all right? The parfum. This is what I believe that The Rock would, hold on, get that. I can't do that. The eyebrow. I can't do the eyebrow like The Rock, but I think this is something that The Rock would wear. This would define The Rock. It would define his outfit. It would define his swag. It would define what he brought to the table in the ring and outside the ring. So this one, I think I hit it on the head with this one. What y'all think? All right, I think The Rock will rock the highest level of Bleu de Chanel. That would be Bleu de Chanel, the parfum. The parfum. All right. Moving along to the Texas Rattlesnake. It was very hard to think what Austin would wear. Stone Cold Steve Austin, to be exact. This guy was just the first of his kind with his how he expressed himself, his dogmatic, rebellious, rebel approach to the business and to Vince McMahon and everything else around him. The Texas Rattlesnake was just a unique, maybe the best ever, one of a kind character, and he was awesome. So I went with this one, man. I think he would want something serious. I think he would want to wear something serious, and I picked this one for him. From the house of John Barbados, all right? We have Dark Rebel. Dark Rebel, all right? Now, this is one that's just very nice. It smells really good. You have your leathers, and then you have your oud in here as well. But then you have a tad bit of a sweetness and even a tad bit of freshness in the opening, man. It's not fruity sweet at all. It ain't something that somebody's gonna smell and be like, man, you smell like you I don't know, like you a kid or something like that. But nah, this is something very, very serious. We know Stone Cold was about his business. You know, he was trying to stump a mud hole in and walk it dry. All right, that's just exactly how he put it down. So I think Austin would wear this. It would fit the, you know, the black trunks and the black vest and the attitude with the shaking of the neck, the Stone Cold Stunner, and all that. So I think Stone Cold inside and outside of the ring, I think Dark Rebel from John Barbados would suit the Texas Rattlesnake. So again, Stone Cold's pick, I think. John Barbados is Dark Rebel. All right, Dark Rebel. Real good stuff for sure, man. Very underrated, and it's kind of hard to get these days. All right, up next, man, I'm gonna go with maybe the most iconic figure in all of wrestling, The Undertaker. All right, The Undertaker, the dead man, the man in all black, this mythical creature of a character that reigns supreme in WWE for a long time, man. And he is quite possibly the greatest ever, all right? And I think the dead man, even in his mystique, wearing of all black, being very serious, even when he was not in the ring, he was still serious about his character. I think he would want something just a little bit dark, but a little bit, dare I say, uplifting. I think The Undertaker will rock this one, man. From the house of Parfums de Marley, I think The Undertaker will rock Carlisle. Carlisle from Parfums de Marley. This one is an interesting fragrance, man. It is very bold, has some darkness to it, has a tad bit of sweetness to it as well from that apple, of course. It just is something that when you have this on and you walk in the room, you're going to be noticed. You're going to be noticed when you walk into the room, and that's what The Undertaker was in his career. When he would walk into the room, he was noticed, all right? There was no doubt about it, and this is nothing to play with. You smell this and you're like, oh, who's that guy? Who's that guy coming into the building? And I think Carlisle will fit The Undertaker just fine. You know, I thought about getting something really leathery and smoky, but nah, man, I just don't think so. The Undertaker had swag, especially how he walked to the ring, his mannerisms. The Undertaker had swag too. So we ain't gonna let him wear gasoline. We're gonna put a little touch to it as well. And I think this would have done it for the dead man. From the house of Parfums de Marley, I think Undertaker would have rocked him a little bit of Carlisle. A little bit of Carlisle. All right. All right, and last but not least, possibly my favorite character just to watch. And Ric Flair could have made this list. Sting could have made this list. Triple H, Roman Reigns. There's a lot of guys who could have made this list. But these are my 5 guys. And I love this guy for sure. Ooh, yeah, brother, let me tell you something right now. But the Macho Man, that's right, the Macho Man Randy Savage, I believe he would have wore Dior Homme Intense. Intense, all right? So why Dior Homme Intense for the Macho Man? Well, this is a very stylish fragrance. This is an intense fragrance. This is something of elegance and class, and by God, that's what the Macho Man Randy Savage was. Look at his outfits. Look at how he came to the ring. Look how he carried himself. He always had a beautiful woman by his side. The way he spoke was very intelligent and a matter of fact, but he had that intense side of him where when he talked, you would listen. All right, so jumble all that up, and I think you get a little bit of Dior Homme Intense from the Macho Man, Randy Savage. All right, I think he would have killed this and would have wore this to a level and a standard where people would have thought that was a fragrance made just for him. I believe that. I think Dior Homme Intense would have fit the Macho Man really, really well. Okay, so last but not least, man, for the Macho Man, ooh yeah, Randy Savage, we have Dior Homme Intense. All right, man. So that was fun, man. That was fun. To all my wrestling heads out there, you know, we're getting ready for WrestleMania season. The Royal Rumble just ended. And the older you get, you kind of think, if you were really into it, maybe I kind of pull away from the wrestling. Now, I'm here to tell you that's really just not true. And I have young sons of my own now, and my oldest boy, he watches it from time to time and asks me questions. So it kind of keeps me locked in it as well, man. So I hope hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Maybe this video was just meant for a certain crowd, and I'm cool with that. And maybe it was kind of came across to somebody who really wasn't into wrestling, but they kind of enjoyed the video and found it entertaining, I guess. All right, so we just switched up the content a little bit and put something out there a little bit different. And I'm happy with it, man. I had a really good time recording it, and it was cool. So maybe I'll do like my favorite basketball or football players down the line. But this one had been brewing since last year. So let me know down below in the comments, what do you guys think of this video, especially on my wrestling heads. If you ain't into wrestling, you just gonna hate. I don't really care what you have to say, all right? But let me know anyway, all right? Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of this style of a video, okay? So, Smell Good family, you guys, you know, continue to be cool, man. Be positive and continue to splat. Y'all know the requirements of the Smell Good family. It's only 2 of them. It's only 2. All right, I know you guys out there doing your thing for sure. All right, so until next time, man, y'all be cool, y'all be safe, y'all take care of yourselves, and you know, let me know down below in the comments, who's your favorite wrestler of all time? Yeah, let me know. Is it Hogan? Is it Sting? Is it Ric Flair? Is it Andre the Giant? Is it the Hart Foundation, Bret Hart? And who is it? Let me know down below. I would love to know who you guys' favorite wrestlers are or were. All right, y'all be cool, man. This was fun. I enjoyed it. Splacker up! You heard me.